Let's get ready into it. Number 8. The ghosts of your ancestors. You ever do something totally out of character and think, wow, that wasn't me? Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was great-great-grandma Mildred whispering bad decisions into your mitochondria. Enter epigenetics. The sciencey word for your DNA remembers stuff your ancestors went through, and now you get to deal with the trauma like a weird family heirloom. Researchers have found that traumatic experiences can leave chemical markers on genes, switching them on or off like moody little light switches. And those changes? They don't just fade, they can be passed down, sometimes for multiple generations. So if your great-grandfather narrowly escaped a war-torn famine while fighting off wolves with a spoon, congratulations, your stress levels might spike every time someone forgets to restock the fridge. One famous study looked at the descendants of Holocaust survivors and found altered cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone your body dumps like glitter during a panic attack. Another found that children of famine survivors in the Dutch hunger winter were more prone to obesity and metabolic issues, even decades later. So yes, your DNA is basically hoarding vintage trauma like it's collecting Funko Pops. The weird part? You can inherit a fear of something you've never even seen. Your body's like, oh no, we're near a cold place again. Time to panic and conserve calories like it's 1944, and you're just trying to enjoy a ski trip. Basically, you're not just born with eye color or whether cilantro tastes like soap. You might be born with someone else's nightmares tucked between your base pairs. Number 7. Junk DNA that isn't junk. Imagine if 98% of everything you owned was labeled junk, but throwing it out caused your house to implode. That's basically your genome. For decades, scientists called the majority of your DNA junk DNA, as in, this doesn't code for any proteins, must be useless, right? Classic underestimation. Turns out, this so-called junk is more like the mysterious wiring in an old building. You don't know what it does, but if you mess with it, the whole neighborhood loses power, and now Brenda can't finish her casserole. Researchers have started realizing this DNA isn't garbage, it's more like mission control for everything else. It helps regulate which genes turn on or off, when, and how intensely. It's like the backseat driver of your genome, whispering, maybe don't express that cancer gene today, sweetie. Oh, and it may also be harboring the blueprints for ancient viruses that infected your ancestors. Yep, hiding in the dusty attic of your DNA are fossilized virus corpses. Technically, about 8% of your genome is made of endogenous retroviruses, which sounds like a metal band but is actually leftover genetic code from viruses that crashed into your ancestors' DNA like drunk wedding guests and just never left. Sometimes, your cells even use this viral DNA. So, you only exist because some virus broke into your DNA a million years ago and decided to become a roommate. Your body, the world's most passive-aggressive Airbnb. Number 6. Your DNA is a mutation magnet. Your DNA is basically that one clumsy friend who can't walk through a room without knocking over a lamp. It's constantly getting damaged by sunlight, chemicals, angry thoughts. Okay, not really, but who knows anymore, and mutating like it's trying to win a role in X-Men. Here's the thing. Every time your cells divide, they copy your DNA, but your molecular copy machine is a bit of a slacker. It makes about one mistake per 100 million base pairs. That sounds pretty accurate, until you remember your genome has over 3 billion base pairs. That's 30 potential typos every time one of your cells splits. And that's just a Tuesday. Most of these little slip-ups don't do much. Your body has some solid proofreading enzymes. But sometimes, a mutation slips through. And sometimes, that mutation decides, you know what? I'm going to make this cell immortal and tell it to grow like it just drank 5 Red Bulls. Hello? Cancer. But wait, there's more! You're also born with thousands of inherited mutations. Everyone is. You, me, probably your dog. Some of them are harmless. Others might make you more likely to have a weird reaction to anesthesia or develop a disease if the stars align just right. It's like carrying around little biological landmines you might step on. And the environment? Yeah, it's not helping. Radiation, smoke, even some foods. Your DNA is constantly under attack like it's starring in its own personal action movie, except instead of dodging bullets, it's dodging misspelled genes. The wildest part? Mutations are why you exist. Without them, you'd still be a single-celled blob floating in the ocean. No playlists, no pizza, no existential dread. So thank your DNA for being just the right amount of broken. Number 5. Ancient Stowaway DNA. Congratulations, you are part human, part Neanderthal, and maybe a little bit Denisovan, and who knows what else is in there. Your DNA is like a genetically blended smoothie of all the Homo species that got a little too cozy back in the day. Turns out, modern humans didn't just replace Neanderthals. Nope, we interbred with them, repeatedly, like a messy college roommate situation that got way out of hand and then decided to stick around for 40,000 years. Depending on your ancestry, around 1% to 4% of your genome is Neanderthal DNA. If you have roots outside of Africa, congratulations. You may be rocking ancient caveman genes that once helped fight off prehistoric pathogens. or just made your skin more prone to sunburn. It's a grab bag. But wait, there's more. People in parts of Asia and Oceania can carry genes from Denisovans, another long-extinct cousin of ours that we apparently also dated. One Denisovan gene variant actually helps Tibetans survive at high altitudes without feeling like their lungs are being squeezed by a toddler. So that breath you're taking right now might be sponsored by an extinct hominin hookup. Scientists keep discovering weird traits tied to this ancestral DNA. Increased risk of depression? Might be the Neanderthals. Better immune response to certain viruses? Also Neanderthals. Being a night owl with a spicy food addiction? Okay, that's still under review. The point is, your DNA has more side characters than a soap opera. You're not a purebred anything. You're the result of tens of thousands of years of awkward genetic mingling, desperate survival, and questionable romantic decisions made in caves. So the next time you forget where you left your phone or randomly sneeze at sunlight, maybe it's not your fault. Maybe it's just your Neanderthal ancestor yelling, "Fire bad!" from deep inside your chromosomes. Number 4. Genes that want to kill you. Eventually. Your DNA is a backstabbing frenemy. It wants you to live, but only just long enough to reproduce. After that, you're on your own, buddy. This delightful concept is known as antagonistic pleiotropy, a fancy term meaning some genes help you early in life and screw you over later. Like that coworker who brings donuts on Monday and blames you for missing inventory by Friday. Take the p53 gene. It's a tumor suppressor, a real superhero when you're young, preventing cells from turning into tumors by making them self-destruct if they get sketchy. Amazing, right? Except in older age, that same gene can cause too much cell death, leading to aging and tissue breakdown. Basically, your body is like, let's burn this whole place down in case of fire, and now your joints feel like microwaved gravel. Another example, cholesterol metabolism genes. Some versions help you grow and develop rapidly, which is great when you're a baby blob turning into a functional human. But later, those same genes can jack up your cholesterol and hand-deliver you heart disease like it's a birthday card. And don't get us started on ApoE4, a gene variant that may have helped early humans survive infections by boosting their immune systems. But today, it's a VIP ticket to a higher risk of Alzheimer's. It's almost like your genes got the memo that evolution stops caring about you after you've had kids. Oh, you're 45 and want to stick around for the grandkids? LOL, here's arthritis. In summary, your DNA is playing a long con. It helped you become a walking, talking miracle of biology, just so it could betray you like a Shakespearean villain once you hit middle age. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.